In relation to the eighth has pretty much stayed as it was. It's obviously, a lot of people would remember this little ridge that's on the right-hand side of the eighth before it dropped off onto that little section where there was occasionally one pin up the top that was quite scary. But that's going to be enlarged a little bit, but still have that top level up there that you used to have. But then there's a lot more pins on the left-hand side, sort of down towards the bunker now. This will all be fairway, sort of behind us all the way up onto this tee. So in the past, you know, you'd sort of get stuck up here and it'd be difficult to sort of get down to a left. Any ball that sort of lands in front of us on the left here will sort of kick down and feed down onto that green. And in the past, it used to get stuck in that little trough to the right. So everything will sort of feed on there. And hopefully we can get a few more pins behind the bunker on the left that, if you look at them from the fairway, they look terribly scary, but really the local knowledge will be hit it to the right and it'll just sort of feed down to the left and take the slope. We've been quite lucky that the only material we've had to bring in to date is the green sand, which, as you can see, the orangey sand. Everything else has just been natural from site. So we've been able to mine a lot of that, take it to the 10th fairway, where we run it through a sieve and bring it back to the bunkers. It's really difficult these days to be able to buy that bunker sand that the sandbelt courses are renowned for. You just can't get it. So to be able to get enough on site will be a big difference. We'd like to keep it in the bunkers going back.
And we bring in the sand for the greens material. We have layers of sand here. It goes heavy topsoil at the top, then into a lighter grey, then it'll go into coffee rock, into clay. So every pocket is different, and there's obviously areas which are wetter on the golf course. We won't have that depth of sand too. But to make consistency, we bring in the sand in. That's all been tested off site, so we've got the right compaction, drainage, and we can guarantee from the first green we build right to the practice greens we will build last there. So, but we have 400 mil of sand through the profile. Underneath that we have drainage, and then we put some amendments in that and we'll seed that. So the two greens which are really close to being ready are 6 and 7. This will be ready for fumigation. So the fumigation is just to kill any weed seeds, and then it takes 21 days before we can actually seed grass in there. We will actually hydroseed it, so that you will see this blue paper mulch over the place, and that's just where the seed will grow. It's like a big growth blanket over it, protects the seed, and gives a great environment for it to germinate there. Another unique thing is with the irrigation. The previous irrigation system used to just spray in the trees with water. The new irrigation system, no water will go in the trees. So on the outside, there will be half circle sprinklers going into the middle. All the couch grass, so tees, surrounds and fairways, will be irrigated with recycled water from the Eastern treatment plant. All the greens will have its own irrigation system. So we're actually running 2 pipes. So every hole has 2 pipes.
Timing is going really well at the moment. We've had some really good conditions through here with all the sand. We've had really no problems with low ground or wet areas. And hopefully, if the weather behaves itself, we work all the way through winter without any problems.